Underrated player who's on crack this Olympics, Timo Meier. He's got a goal per game, 4 points in 3 games, +5. He's leading the Swiss team in chances and total chance contribution ahead of names like Hischier, Yossi, and unfortunately Fiala. It's hard without showing the clips, but this guy has been a small game monster all tournament, finding nice little slip passes and consistently finding the puck in the net front. The weird thing is how his center at this Olympics is his center in the NHL, Nico Hischier. If Meier and Hischier work so well together against Team Canada, why do they not work as well for the Devils against NHL competition? Well, for starters, Meier has always been a strong forechecker and a strong shot creator. Even this season, the micro stats have him as one of the best in the league at creating scoring chances off the cycle. This guy just loves doing it. Those chances tend to look a lot like this, honestly, creeping around the weak side and using his off-wing handedness to take one-timers in the slot. If you've been watching the Olympics, he's done this like 3 or 4 times already, including against Team Canada. And if you've been watching the Devils, he's been doing this basically every single game he's worn that jersey. Without going too in-depth here, Meier is an off-wing player who doesn't have much agility. That makes the game outright harder to contribute to defensively and on the breakout. Not only is it kind of obvious watching Meier play, he can be a pylon defensively, I'm not going to lie, but it also shows up in the data. Timo Meier in New Jersey is one of the worst defensive players on the Devils, and on the breakout, among all forwards, Meier is considered one of, if not the worst forward at breaking the puck out with possession. Now, stats don't necessarily indicate ability really, and role plays a major part, but his game style really just doesn't seem like it fits wheeling through the neutral zone for the Devils. And even if he wanted to, I'm not so sure he could. Meier and Hischier actually do work incredibly well together, but they need someone who can help them break out of their own end and into the offensive zone to initiate this cycle offense. In Switzerland, that's Roman Josi and JJ Moser, 2 defensemen that are crucial for Timo Meier's success. Josi and Moser are 2 of the best two-way transition defensemen in hockey, and it perfectly complements Meier's style of play when Hischier is down the middle. Basically, every problem is checked off. So what can New Jersey learn from all this? Well, Meier needs someone who can break the puck out of his own end and someone who can work well on the cycle while playing decent enough defensively. And what does this dream line look like? Bratt, Hischier, Meier. Bratt is a strong side playmaking winger who can break into the offensive zone and dish it off. Hischier is a two-way capable center. Meier is the off-wing finisher who goes heavy into the forecheck. The crazy thing is that this line has already existed all season, and it's been unreal at creating chances, but not at finishing chances. Here's the kicker. All 3 of Bratt, Hischier, and Meier are at the bottom of the NHL for PDO, which for all intents and purposes is the luck stat. This line is getting looks, which are the same looks that the Swiss are getting, but they just can't finish the way they've done the past few seasons for the Devils. But now that we've seen Meier and Hischier get their mojo back at the Olympics, it's hard to imagine that these guys won't be back to business soon. But when Jack Hughes is missing 20 straight games, it's impossible to justify stacking all 3 of your best forwards on the top line, especially when they aren't getting the puck luck. The Timo Meier situation is awesome for the guy. I hope he wins a medal. I mean, actually not really, honestly. I'm only really hoping Canada wins a medal, but this is still a really telling situation of how unlucky the Devils are this season. You know what the number 1 solution would have been to this problem? It's getting that number 1 transition defenseman like Roman Josi, who can tilt the ice in your favor, setting up off-wing power forwards in the offensive zone. Seeing how great Timo Meier, Nico Hischier, and Roman Josi have been on Team Switzerland while playing with non-NHLers, it tells us 3 things. 1, Timo Meier can keep playing his game, and eventually it will just start working for New Jersey. 2, maybe it is worth stacking the top line, even with the poor depth in New Jersey. Seems like it's working for the Swiss. 3, the Devils really fucked up not putting everything on the line so that they could pick up Quinn Hughes. He would have solved every single problem for the Devils, including Timo Meier. I can't believe they fumbled that, and here's hoping Luke Hughes can figure out his all-around game. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Bye-bye.